Hi, and thanks for checking out my review of FeedNamer. FeedNamer is a piece of software that pulls in RSS feeds, and from those feeds it can pull out domain name based on a set of criteria that you can set up here in the Preferences tab. You can get it to pull out 1-word, 2-word, or 3-word domain names, and you can also select .com, .net, .org and numerous other domain name extensions. So why would you want to do this? Well, with FeedNamer, the original idea behind it was to allow you to pull in data feeds from, say, Google News and other big news sites, and from the titles of the articles in those news feeds, it would pull out trending or very popular topics, and from those titles it would then pull out potentially big domain names which could be used either for your own niche sites, or which could also be used to flip at a later stage. Domaining is a big and very popular way of making money on the internet, and by getting ahead of the curve, by pulling in data from these news feeds, the fact is that lots of these keywords would not appear in any of the keyword research tools, so you would have effectively a step ahead of the competition when it came to domaining and trying to pull in domain names which are trending and are extremely popular. Domaining as a concept of making money is very, very profitable. Some of the really big guys can earn up to a couple of million once you get the right domain. A domain that's a very hot sort of topic, or is a topic which is on people's lips. But FeedNamer is more than just pulling out domain names of trending and very popular topics. It's also a very powerful research tool, but also, getting back to the domaining side of things, it isn't just about trending topics in the news. You can pull in feeds from pretty much everywhere and anywhere. So whether it's health feeds, whether it's physical products from Amazon, pretty much every feed that you can think of that you want to find out, maybe get some research data in your niche. You'll be able to get topics here which are really up to date, and it will also allow you to maybe identify some keywords which you can use as part of your own search engine optimization. And if you're thinking of writing a couple of articles or a couple of blog posts, this really is a great way of getting some ideas. So just on this little review here, I've opened up FeedNamer, and it defaults to Google News, and as you can see on the right hand side here, it's got all the titles of all the entries in this particular news feed. And what I'm going to do is just quickly go over to the domain element of FeedNamer. So here we have a preferences which I mentioned earlier on, so I'm just going to leave it at 2-word domains. I'm going to go back to domain search, and when I do a scan all here, it's going to scan through all of these titles here. It's then going to pull out and try and make up a combination of 2-word keywords from these titles. US downgrade, message clear, message Congress. Okay, it's a clear from Congress here, which is pulled out. Obviously we have the downgrade here. So it's obviously also going to pull in, when you have the 2-word domains put in here, it's obviously pulling out from the feed. So just going through it here, we got neworleans.com. All of these are obviously taken, but the important thing is actually what isn't taken. And over here we have the domain names that are available. I'm just going to pause this here, otherwise it'll just keep going. So what we're going to do is just quickly look down through here. It gets plain vintage. So what you would do is just have a look through these domain names. These are all available, and you might find a little gem in here about a trending topic, and very quickly you can buy that domain by just double clicking on here, register this domain. You click OK, brings you off to GoDaddy, and then you can register the domain. So we'll just cancel out of that, and what I'm going to do quickly is to show you just a couple of other feeds that I'm going to drag in here. So for example, if you're into niche marketing and want to build a site around, say, just clear this data, go back to our database here, double click here just to get rid of that one, just delete that. Okay, we can go over to Amazon. Let's go into something really popular here. Let's go into home, audio and theater. Pick something out here. Let's go to complete home theater. So what I'm going to do is pull in a feed from here. So let's pull in okay, what I was hoping for, let's try the best sellers here in this section. Okay, so if you scroll down the very end in the best sellers section, what you'll see is the subscribe to bestseller. So this is the RSS feed for that category. I'm going to copy that, go back over to FeedNamer, pop it in, add the RSS feed, and so now it's pulling the top 10 feed titles. So now we have different product names and numbers here. Now, one of the big things about domaining and trying to find domains in niche marketing is exact match domains. And you know, even though you might not be able to use manufacturer names, what's a really great, if you like, technique is to buy it around model numbers. So buying a domain name around a model number, and you know, a lot of people do searches on just model numbers alone. You know, they'll search for the make and model number, but what I like to do is buy domains that just have model numbers and just pop up a very quick website. You can build 3 or 4 pages around it. But you know, I'm just giving you an idea of one of the ways I use it. But this, for example, is the list here of all the domains that are available. Receiver network, Sony B1000. You know, you can, if you like, find these terms, search for in Google. What do you buy a domain name which actually has, you know, a big brand name like Sony in there? I wouldn't advise it. I've seen people doing it, and in fact I do own some domains in the UK which are for the UK market, which do contain brand names, and you know, but as a tactic, I'm not that comfortable in employing it and advising people to do it. It's a little bit risky. But okay, here we go. Let me just pause this. Here's one we got now is HC25 Compact. No idea what that is. So, you know, what I would do now is I would head on over to Google, have a look and see what that is. It's obviously from Panasonic here because we got a HC25. Sounds like it could be a good little domain to buy. Exact match domain, and I will go over to double click on this, off to GoDaddy, register it, and that would be it. Okay, so that's one little tip. Second little tip is, I'm just going to clear this down now, back again, and this time I'm going to import a feed from, let's say for example I'm going to do something around the health market, and what I'm going to do is try and just do a little bit of research. I'm going to write some articles on cholesterol. Okay, so let's pop in here to the cholesterol feed on the health site. Let's see what's trending these days. Here we go. Let's just grab the RSS feed, pop back to FeedNamer, pop it in here. Okay, so that's just one feed. You can put in as many feeds here as you want. You can put in 4, 5, 10, 12, 20, and it will pull out all of the titles from all of those feeds. Really quick, really simple way to do some article research if you're looking for ideas around blog posts. Also if you're looking to you know, write up, I don't know, maybe an ebook, you want to get ideas for some of the chapters. This is a great way of checking out the topics that are very popular and trending at the moment. And likewise then, if I want to go and try and find some domain names around this particular niche, I'll go back to domain search, scan all, and it's now going to start pulling in the headlines, keywords from the headlines that appeared from these titles here. Okay, so after Christmas, we've got some words here which I can't pronounce. So we've got top cholesterol, cholesterol top. All of these are all taken, so there's obviously some reason why these domains have been taken, and obviously these are the ones that are not taken. And let's just have a look here. Okay, we'll pause that again. So you can see why, you know, this is really useful for you to be able to pull out domain names which are obviously going to be, you know, trending and topical and popular, and you can find very, very quickly subjects to write about. But you know, one of the biggest features is this whole domaining aspect, and being able to get ahead of the curve on what's happening in any niche that you're talking about and any niche that you're looking at. And you know, it's all done nice and quick, no messing around, and yeah, really quick, easy to use. Yeah, go get it. Hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you very much.